I'm Meredith Leidy. I am the mayor of our awesome city, and I just want to thank you so much for coming out and celebrating with us tonight. This is a really big deal. We all got dressed up, but we're in person, which is also very exciting. But I am thrilled to be here, but even as we stand here, it doesn't feel real. This process started decades ago, and we finally made it to opening day, so this is so awesome. So our new Northglenn Recreation Center, Senior Center, and Parsons Theater is a fantastic amenity for our residents and our neighboring cities. I can't wait to experience all the great programs that we're gonna offer here throughout the years. Projects on this scale do not come in a vacuum. It takes the support of elected officials, community groups, staff, contractors, and many more to make it happen. During our formal presentation tonight, we will hear from that team, but we're not going to introduce them right now. Our event staff has planned an incredible night, but it is on a tight schedule. So we're going to move it along, and they're going to move you along. So as we walk through, we're going to keep you on a schedule. And I just want you to know that the tours of the facility will be happening at the end, so you can't wander off as we go from here to the next stop. Deal? Deal. No wandering off. Okay. On behalf of our city council and our city staff, I am honored to cut the ribbon on this facility that will surely be the heart of our city for generations. So thanks again, and we'll see you inside.
I am deeply honored to be serving this community as we open this new facility. This is a major moment in Northglenn's history. This vision, the dream for this facility, goes way back. And so for some of you in this room, this is a significant day. I want to make sure to acknowledge all of our city staff who have been a part of bringing to life this new facility. Their eye on every detail. I know Amanda knows everything intimately about this building, more so than anyone in this room, or maybe the contractor, for that matter. There are a lot of people who have been a part of really advocating for the funding, really creating the political will to make this project a reality, and I can't express my thanks enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heather. Appreciate all of your support throughout the project, and good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here in this beautiful new facility with all of you. This really is the culmination of a tremendous amount of hard work and dedication from many of you who are out in the audience tonight. From initial discussions about a new recreation center almost 20 years ago, to a concept design committee that spent hour upon hour in planning meetings, To our elected and appointed officials who worked through the funding and authorization to move forward, to the excitement of the October 2019 groundbreaking, where even what I think was probably one of the coldest days that entire bus could not dampen the excitement that we all felt. You have all played a part in making a vision come to life.
Mayor Leidy and City Council members, we applaud you for your leadership to help make this dream come true for the citizens of Northglenn. A special thank you to the city's fabulous staff, Amanda Brooks Svoboda, Eric, Michael Stricker, Brian Magnet, Deb Lawson. Without their professional guidance, the facility would not be what it is today. Thank you all. It takes a village.
When we think about all of the constraints that presented himself, this is the power of a team, and not the FCI team. We're just a part of that. It's people bringing it all together and overcoming everything so we can all sit here today. We humbly and respectfully appreciate you for letting us be part of this vision. And we sure look forward for all the great things that you're going to accomplish together as you roll out this beautiful facility to the community. Thank you and congratulations.
So, on behalf of the Northglenn Arts and Humanities Foundation, it is my pleasure to officially gift illumination to the city of Northglenn. Thank you to the Northglenn City Council, city leadership, the SCFD, and most importantly, to all of the extraordinary donors. Thank you. And to all of you donors that are here tonight that help fund this, make sure to check out the plaque in the lobby. Your name is proudly on there. And to the rest of you that are here tonight, please continue to support the arts in any way that you can. Both artists and administrators, thank you. Thank you very much.
I would like to present a small token of our appreciation to a group of people who have played an integral role in the project. From the time the initial contract was signed with the architect until today, as we get to invite all of you in. Could the following people please come forward to the stage?
If Eric Enzi, Nate Jesus, and Amanda will stay up on stage. Eric and Nate, come back. Amanda made mention earlier about a new approach that we took with this project, which was creation of a cross-functional project team. This is an undertaking that not one person can be responsible for. So many eyes, many hours, many ideas, so much went into making this project a reality. I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to acknowledge our core project team. So Nate Jesus, one of our senior engineers in Public Works, Eric Enzi, one of our senior planners in planning, and then Amanda Peterson, our director of Parks, Recreation, and Culture. They're the core project team of this project. If not for them and the countless hours that they put into bringing this project to life, we would not be sitting in this room. There have been so many acknowledgments that have been made this evening, and I echo the thanks to those that have been involved in the many different ways. As manager, I am so humbled to get to work alongside these individuals, and I am so Northglenn proud of them this evening. So I have a gift that I wanted to give to each of you this evening as a way to express my thanks.
We covered this earlier, no tears are allowed tonight.
I know, and I did a good job at the onset, right, Amanda? I truly am honored to work with each and every one of you. The insight and perspective and the vision and the excitement and energy that you brought to this project is tremendous. and we're so lucky to have you in our organization. So I have a little something for each of you, a little bubbly that you can enjoy later when you can really sit back and say, oh my gosh, look at what we did, and just Northglenn proud. Thank you so much.
All right, one more. So I'm keeping Amanda up here for a second. She doesn't know this is happening. So on behalf of your entire staff, thank you for your passion, your leadership. We can't thank you enough. It's been a great ride. So thank you for being our fearless leader.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody. That part was not on the script, by the way. But I appreciate everybody and everything you've all done, because this has been an amazing team. And we all get to continue to work together as we get to invite all of our community into this space for years to come.
And as Northglenn continues to grow, so too will its connection to its people. And that's what culture does, right? That's what this space is going to allow for. It's gonna make folks feel part of something. It creates bridges where other walls maybe, other ways, walls would be. So congratulations. I want to leave you with a poem. Is that okay? Can I do that? I think so much of what we do, this is ritualistic, right? We come together in these ways. This is one long circle that we are creating and that will continue to be formed. And this work that we do as culture bearers, as people invested in community, in art, we're doing things that are ancient. So this is a poem called An Exercise in Ritual. It's dedicated to you all, to this new space, and what will become. We gather here together in this sacred circle like we always have. Here, around this fire that has always burned, the same fire that lives in our bellies and makes an inferno of our hearts. This spirit we summon, this beauty we conjure, this inventiveness we invoke. What is a vessel but a carrier of the coveted, a transmitter of quintessence, a conduit of culture? Come and meet us at the place where ritual is given a body, where ceremony is given a face, where our existence transfigures into a song we warble in unison. For he who sharpens his imagination is a visionary. She who gives shape to intuition is a prophet. They who hone mortality beseech the immortal. Look at what we are building together. We, the masons of reimagining, the architects of metamorphosis, the repositories of our collective consciousness, blessed be the makers, the ones who set themselves ablaze willingly to warm the masses, the ones who traverse the unknown, giving life to the unseen. Join us as we turn ourselves inside out. Watch as we illuminate what kindles inside our bones, these places where we find and lose ourselves at the same time. These messages we devise with purpose, these aesthetics we mold from the supple clay of our minds. Join us at these holy places of abandon, these playgrounds of ingeniousness, these geneses of more inspired tomorrows. For who does not admire a flower unfolding? Who does not feel the warmth of the sun shining boldly upon their face? Whose feet do not move at the coaxing of the drum sound? Here, where we live, boundaries and the impossible do not have a name. Here, fear and failure suffocate under the weight of creation. Here, convention is an earth-covered tombstone rotting in the wind. Come and meet us at a new juncture, where expression devoid of consciousness is merely decoration, where art is an insistent incubator for justice, where equity and access are an altar we decorate with the flowers of promise and purpose. For what is it to highlight the margins but in attempts to balance the scales? What is a raised fist but a war cry in the language of the purposely silenced? What is dissent but an innate aversion to the confines of the status quo? Art and culture is a communal land that does not know borders, a common language we are all born speaking fluently, a right that has been paraded around as a privilege for far too long. Come and help us rip the esoteric from the sky. Let our hands reach for the stars, grasp them, and share their tangible glow with anyone drawn to their light. And here, we will all shine and wander together. Here, we will eradicate all of the man-made barriers we impose upon one another. This beautiful burden we carry, this responsibility tethered to our pens, paints, pirouettes, percussion, and performance, this work, this digging, these hands unearthing the truth, this joy, this struggle, these songs, these testaments, these heirlooms, these markers of humanity that remind us that we are here, that we are alive, that we always have been, and that we always will be. Congratulations. Thank you.
Hello again, everybody. Isn't this an amazing night? It just keeps getting better. I promise I do not have a speech. I have a quick toast. But I wanted to remind you that the commemorative glass is yours to keep. So make sure you take it. Yes, isn't that cool? So we are the lucky few that got to experience the very first performances in our Parsons Theater. And we get to stand beneath this beautiful piece of artwork called Illumination. And that does call for a toast. Very briefly, to the first of many, many enjoyable days and nights in our new Northglenn Recreation Center, Senior Center, and Parsons Theater. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.